Guys, it's me, Dominique. So I decided that I am going to do a video about my health journey in general. Um, so I know I have probably done a video on here regarding my health journey maybe a couple of years back. I'm not sure what I shared then, but I wanted to do a new video sharing what I wanted to share now. So yeah, about my health journey. So I first want to do this video because I know that I am on a medication that is deemed super popular and a fast way out, a quick fix thing or whatever. So I wanted to address my story about it. I'm not judging anybody else for how they're doing it and why they're doing whatever they're doing, but I just wanted to address my story. So to begin, I am diabetic and I also have PCOS. So I was diagnosed with PCOS prior to me being diagnosed with being diabetic. I want to say I've always had PCOS, but I wasn't formally diagnosed until maybe 6 years ago. But I've always had the issues that come with PCOS, the facial hair, the irregular periods, just some other stuff. Of course, I have two children, so the infertility part wasn't a I don't think wasn't well I don't I'm not gonna say I won't think the infertility part wasn't an issue for me because I do have two kids, but I'm not the type of person that kind of gets pregnant easily. I have two children, but I've been pregnant 3 times. One of them was a miscarriage. But it was something called the belated ovum. I don't want to get into that because I don't want to make the video longer than it should be, but you can Google and see what that is. But yeah, I do have the normal things that come with PCOS. And one of them, which led me to going to see a doctor again and being not diagnosed with PCOS, was the irregular period. So after like I said, I had irregular periods, but it wasn't as bad as when I went to go see a gynecologist about it. So I go through spurts where I'll have a period for months at a time and then not have a period for months at a time. It's just a thing that is just something I've dealt with post children and post birth control. I am not currently on birth control. I do not believe in birth control. For me personally, birth control is not something I feel goes with my body. So I do not use birth control as a form to help with my PCOS. Um, Now I'm going to go into my diabetes. So I was formerly, formerly diagnosed with diabetes about 6 years ago, a little after the time with the PCOS. I was told that I was pre-diabetic prior to that, but of course I didn't take it seriously. Accountability. And I didn't do what I needed to do, and then it developed into diabetes. It caused me to be hospitalized for a week. Um, and since being diagnosed about 6 years ago, I've been hospitalized twice. So yeah, it's real serious for me when it comes to that. So, but let's fast forward. So I've been pretty much, I'm not gonna say the best with managing my diabetes, but I try to do what I can. Life takes over sometimes. I have a very busy schedule. I have two kids who are very active, a husband. I am a non-monogamous woman, so I date. I've had other relationships in the course of these couple of years of being non-monogamous. So life just has taken take control, and things just get out of control when you're not really being consistent and diligent or whatever. So within the last 2 years, um, I had to take control because my health was affecting me physically and mentally, and I had to really, really do something about it. So I ended up having to change insurances and finding a new doctor. When I went to the doctor, like I said before on a Moungaro video, the other Moungaro video, or maybe one that you'll probably see. I used to start my days, with a fasting blood sugar of over 300. If you are diabetic or know anything about diabetes or even know the bare minimum, that is not good. So I had to go and get my insulin regulated. When I went to get my insulin regulated, my doctor did mention Moungaro, Ozempic, Trulicity. Now, I was on Trulicity before, like a couple years ago, but I stopped that. Long story, whatever. Anyway, I went to my doctor. My goal was to get back on Trulicity and start that, because Trulicity did help when I did it before. But when I went to my doctor, I asked, I had a conversation. I was very transparent with my doctor. He did suggest the Moungaro, but instead of the Trulicity. So that's why you see my Moungaro journey here. It's not a quick fix for me. It's not something like, oh, I'm doing it because everybody else is doing it. Like, I am literally diabetic. I am going to be 39 years old in January. Today is October 4th. I'm going to be 39. If you're watching this, and as you get older, things get harder, especially when it comes with your body. Now, I do portion control, and I am an active person. Like I said, my children are very active, so it causes me to be active, and then I'm active on my own. If you follow me on any other social medias, like, I get up every morning and I either go to the gym, I do low impact exercise like walking, I'll get in the pool. Like, I try to be as active. And even though I was doing what I could at my point, because I'm older, because I have the health issues like the PCOS and the diabetes, weight loss was hard for me. Not only weight loss was hard for me, I was also dealing with an issue of my diabetes affecting. So getting on this Moungaro, and I've said it to like my husband, my best friend, other people, like, has been life-changing for me. I feel better. Everything I feel like I'm doing now with the portion control and the working out, it feels like it's doing something, because I'm losing the weight. I'm feeling better. And then it's helped with another issue I had. I'm just gonna throw this issue in. It's not diabetic related, but when you have one issue, it kind of affects other issues. So about, I would say, maybe 8 years ago, I had my nipples pierced. If you guys have been following me and you see older videos, you'll see kind of like the imprint in other videos. I did not know then what I know now about that. So having my nipples pierced out actually caused me to have an issue that the diabetes actually made worse. I ended up developing mastitis, which is something that's normally developed in breastfeeding moms. My youngest child is 12 years old. But I ended up developing that and had to be treated for that. Because I have diabetes and I have a compromised immune system, that was taking forever to heal. Coming to find out, I had to go to see to get a mammogram done. I had to get biopsy. I had to get the works. Ended up seeing a breast surgeon. So ended up finding out the issue that I have been dealing with is actually a cause of me getting my nipples pierced, and the piercer person or whatever hitting a duct, or a tear duct in my breast, that actually ruptured it, and I actually have to have surgery. I haven't been dealing with any pain or the mastitis infection or anything recently, but eventually I have to have surgery. And also, that was a callus on why I decided to do the Moungaro. I did not want to have surgery until I got my diabetes numbers under control. And so, like, everything is connected for me. And if you're not new here, you also know I'm a holistic person. So I do as much as I can to try to cover the broad aspect of who I am in my healing. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video and come to you guys and talk about my journey. If there are any questions about anything I said, you can leave a comment and I'll reply as best as I can.